Hey, welcome to episode 132 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about the number one weapon that you guys can use to fight these debt collectors. And the number one weapon is a debt validation notice, or it's a letter that you can actually send to the collection company, whoever it is, whether they put on your credit report, whether you got a notice in your mail, hey, we got new debt for you. If you don't respond in 30 days, we're going to assume the debt is yours. You want to send this letter here, or maybe they just called you. Once you get a phone, like if I have a collection company call me, this is what I do. I say, oh, hi, how are you doing? Hi, it's Rickita. May I ask who's calling? Oh, this is so and so. They say, hey, this is Midland, this is Portfolio Recovery, whoever it is. Um, or sometimes they don't even want to say. I said, how are you going to call somebody and not tell me exactly who you are? What's the name of the company that you're working for? And I will jot that down. And I will also ask them, hey, what is your mailing address also? And do you have an account number for the account that you're asking about or you calling me about? And if you have that information, put that on this letter that I'm going to tell you. Like, don't go back and forth with these collection companies. You need to figure out exactly what information they have on you before you start running your mouth. Because I used to be the one that ran my mouth like, oh yeah, my name is Rickita. Oh yeah, you want my address? My address is this. Oh no, my social? Yeah, my social is this. What is this about? Okay, wait, ma'am. We have a few more things we need to ask you. What's your date of birth? Oh, my date of birth is this. I'm just running my mouth. But I have learned now to not do that and to send this letter that you can get again on my website, rickita.com, for free. So let's go ahead and check out this letter, and I know it will actually help you guys if you were to just send it out. So this is the debt validation letter. Now you'll put the debt here, you'll put your address in this spot, dear whatever the company is, and you see I made it so that you guys can just literally print this out and just have them available, have them stapled if you want to, or have them in a folder. So if you ever get a notice, especially if you know you're going through something, you almost want to file bankruptcy, but you trying to hold it off or whatever the case may be, then print out a lot of these because I have to do the same thing too. So they send you a notice in the mail, then put an X right here and put the date of the notice, or you responded because it's on your credit report, then make sure that you guys check this spot out. Now you saying this is not a refusal, you just asking them to tell you about this debt. What is it about? How much it is. Show me that you actually owe it, and I will require at least 30 days for them to investigate it. So you're gonna let them, you basically gonna give them 30 days to investigate it, and then plus you tell them don't call me. Basically, don't call me, don't text me, don't email me, because don't forget, collection companies now can call you, text you, and email you. And then also this part of it right here says, I would also like to request in writing that no further telephone contact be made by the offices to my home or to my place of employment. Okay. All of this will be considered harassment when I send this to you. So go ahead and you can just type your name right there. Just write your name right there. You don't necessarily need to sign it. Now you're asking them to fill this stuff out. What's the name and address of the creditor? What's the name of the alleged debtor? What you think my name is? What's the account number? What's the address? All this different stuff you're asking them for. And you're requesting that they fill out this information and send it to you. Companies do not like to do this, you guys. They're going to try to just ignore you, and they're just not going to put on your credit reports, or sometimes they will send you information, sometimes they will fill this out, but a lot of times if they don't do this, again, they got 30 days to actually do this, especially if they send you stuff in the mail or they're calling you. If they don't actually do this, they can't put on your credit reports. And the biggest thing I find with people is somebody taught me that this thing of the ball got to be in somebody else's court, basically the ball in your court, the ball in their court. If you don't respond to them, so if they tell you, hey, we're contacting you about a debt, you have to respond because the ball is in your court now. So that means if you do not respond, then that means that they are able to put in your credit reports. They are able to continue to contact you. You're not telling them anything. So you now have to switch it and let it be in their court where they have to respond saying, show me how I actually owe this debt. You see the few things that we were requesting, more than a few, but the things we were requesting that they fill out, if they do not do this, they cannot report it. They cannot continue to call you either because you told them don't call me at my job, at my house. Don't contact me about this debt. So now the ball is in their court. Now it's up to them to prove now. But again, if you don't respond, you don't respond at all, then you're going to be in trouble. Now they have all these different rights to contact you, to put on your credit reports. They have a lot of rights to continue to pursue you and come after you. So I always tell people to definitely send out that debt validation notice, and it's going to help you when you send it out certified. Where's my stack of certified? Here is a stack of certified receipts. This is what you want to actually fill out. Now, when you guys fill it out, you can see you have tracking right here where my pinky is at. That's the tracking number that you want to put in to see, when did they actually get it? Because again, they got 30 days from the date that they did this to respond. If the account is already on your credit reports and you're sending this letter in regards to it being on your credit report, don't send it into your second round. Send out a letter to the credit bureaus first, because I have read, I'm not an attorney yet, I have read that for you to be able to sue them or come after them, you have to send a letter to the credit bureaus first, because the credit bureaus are the one that put it on your credit reports. They report it to the credit bureaus, but the credit bureaus say, okay, this is what it is, I'm going to put it on the credit report for you. So you have to send a letter to the credit bureaus first, and then you can go ahead and send a letter to that collection company. So I suggest that you guys send this out on the second month if it is on the credit reports. But if they were to ever call you, again, they call you, they send you some letter in the mail, then you can send it out right away to them. But if you basically looking at your credit, you're trying to fix your credit, you're trying to send out a letter, wait until the second month to actually send this out. But that's what I want to talk about. And then I want to talk about that validation notice. When they send you a notice, there's certain things that you need to have on that notice. A lot of companies were getting in trouble for not having certain things on a notice that they will send you. Remember the one I told you where it says, hey, if we don't hear from you in 30 days, then we're going to assume the debt is yours. You can put in your credit report. That's something they should have on that notice, because you don't even know that, that you have a right to that. So we're going to talk about that. And then hopefully I'll be able to have a sample to show you guys too on what that notice should look like. So we're going to definitely talk about that in the next episode. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. You can schedule a call on my website. And then also, not only can you schedule a call on my website, just call me, 833 Rickita. I'll be happy to talk to you all. Just tell one of my assistants, hey, can I get on Rickita's schedule, or is Rickita available? I'll be happy to talk to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.